Hey, what's up, you guys? I hope you all are having a great day today. So, today I wanted to talk about the latest all female rap song that just dropped, the Sunday Service remix with Latto, Flo Milli, and Megan Thee Stallion. I was real excited to see that this was dropping this week, so I am super excited to finally get into this song and talk about everyone's verses today. But before we get into this new song, I do want to say if you're interested in female rap, music conversation, music debates, music reviews, and really anything music related, definitely consider subscribing. I really appreciate it. Alright, let's talk about Latto's Sunday Service remix featuring Flo Milli and Megan Thee Stallion. So, the remix to Sunday Service was previewed at one of Megan's shows in Atlanta. She brought Latto out as a guest and Megan performed her new verse. Shortly after that performance, it was announced that the remix was scheduled to drop on June 21st, only a week before Megan's album release. This was already pretty exciting, but I think what really got people talking was when the girls started teasing a third person on the remix. Lotto said it would be someone with 8 letters in their name, and I instantly saw names like Glorilla and Baby Tate being suggested. I even saw people trying to say it was Ice Spice, and I don't know the likelihood of that ever happening, but the secret feature was later revealed to be Flo Milli, as well as the new release date of June 7th. So, of course, I was excited for this song, as I'm sure any longtime viewer can tell I really like female rap over here. But I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of confused as to why they were remixing Sunday Service. I mean, when I saw the initial release date, I immediately assumed the remix would kind of just be promo for Megan's album the following week. So I got it, but still, why Sunday Service? Like, I'd understand if Lotto and Flo were hopping on Boa as it's newer and it's still fresh in our minds. But with Sunday Service being about 3 months old, I guess I kind of felt that its time for a remix simply came and went. At first, I was thinking, damn, I really wish they would have just made a new original song. And then when I saw Flo Milli would also be on the track, I was definitely like, damn, I wish they would have made a new original song. I just feel like it could have been an even cooler moment with a new song. But nonetheless, I was still excited to hear all of the girls on the track. So, prior to the song dropping, I did have a few predictions, or generally just some things that I was kind of expecting from the song. I initially thought that we would receive a new verse from Lotto alongside the other girls. Her first verse on the original was good, but her second verse is kind of disconnected from the rest of the song, at least for myself personally. You can kind of tell that she added the Ice Spice disses in after the fact, so I kind of wanted a more cohesive verse from her for this remix. So I will say I was kind of disappointed that not only did we not get a new verse from her, but I was kind of disappointed there was no verse from her at all. All we got from her on this remix was the chorus, and honestly, it just makes me miss the days when artists would actually remix their song and, not just throw a feature on it and call it a day. So the second thing that I kind of thought was going to happen, and y'all, please don't crucify me for being messy, but I genuinely thought that Flo Milli was going to try to shade Nicki Minaj in some way. Now, this isn't because I necessarily want that to happen, but in case you missed it, Flo Milli's Twitter was allegedly hacked not too long ago, and some shady tweets that the hacker made had some people believing the whole thing was a hoax. Essentially, the hacker made some tweets about Nicki, and I saw some people trying to claim that Flo didn't actually get hacked, and she staged the whole thing to kind of initiate the beef, I guess. Now, I don't personally subscribe to this conspiracy theory, but I will say that when I saw Flo was the secret feature, I figured that if that conspiracy was true, now is the time for her to really get that ball rolling. But I'm happy to say that that is not what happened here. Flo delivered a fun, cocky, bad bitch type of bop that really makes me feel like a baddie, and I've been listening to her album a lot since it dropped, so I definitely appreciate her energy on this song. Overall, I really do like Flo's verse here. I like that she kind of kept the same flow and cadence as the original Sunday Service, but it still felt very in her own type, her own style. I thought her verse here was really dope. Now, as for Meg, I didn't really expect much from her other than to deliver a bad bitch bop. So I'm not gonna lie, I definitely was not expecting her to take a few shots on this verse. I don't know why. Like it makes sense for her, especially on this song. So honestly, I don't know why I didn't consider this initially. There's a handful of lyrics that can definitely be applied to some people, but I'm not even gonna get into that and I'm gonna leave it all for your own personal interpretation. But as for her verse itself, I don't know if I'm really feeling it. I'm sorry, y'all, but something about the second flow that she had on this beat just wasn't working for me personally. I mean, I like the lyrical content of it a lot, but the second flow she did, it just didn't suit the beat quite right. The more and more I listen to the song, the more I'm finding myself enjoying it. But I remember when I first heard it, I was like, oh, I'm not bopping to this the same way I was bopping to the other verses. Other than that, I don't mind her verse overall, but it's not my favorite thing that she's released this year so far. And I think that wraps up my subjective opinion about the Sunday Service remix with Latto, Megan Thee Stallion, and Flo Milli. My overall consensus is that I wish Latto had added more to this remix. I liked Megan's verse for the most part, minus her second flow, and Flo Milli was probably my favorite verse overall on this song. I thought it was a cute remix, but I don't think it added much to the original song, and I still wish they had simply made an original song as opposed to remixing a 3-month-old song. I think I would have liked it a lot more if it was an actual remix and enhanced the original song as opposed to slapping a feature on it and calling it a day. But I am definitely curious as to what all of you guys think about the Sunday Service remix. Are you feeling this song or not? Do not be afraid to sound off in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and making it this far, and I cannot wait to see all of you guys in the next one. Peace!